See if I can find this guy here. Huh. I'm recording your station.
Okay, well, we would appreciate it if you did, sir.
It's a First Amendment protected right, man. What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? You heard that? So she's appreciating if I don't. Seriously? Oh, you done asked for it, lady. She's appreciating if I don't film her police station. My police station I own. Seriously? Well, you're going to be getting a call for your boss. Because that's going to be your first... Oh, yeah, you're so screwed. I hope this guy is the guy over here that I talked to last time. Because he'll tell him straight up. Leave him alone. Can you believe that, guys? Seriously? I've had flawless contact out here 7 to 8 times, and then all of a sudden this lady officer has a problem with me being out here. So I can't really see him that good because he's got his lights on, but I think it is that officer that was real nice to me, and he's maybe putting her in check. I hope he is, because that's ridiculous. There's other nice ways of asking, and even in your asking, you're even in the wrong. But you don't just come up and say, some shit like that. Now you assholes are gonna see another side of me. It's as simple as that. I want the name and the badge numbers, because they're gonna end up getting wrote up for that. See, this guy right here, he was in the car with her, and he didn't say anything. It was this lady that said something in this car over here. He's just walking around. He was in the car with her, though. But he didn't say nothing. I don't want his name and badge number. I want her name and badge number. Hell no. She's still over there talking to him. So you got to get out of that car at some point, and you got to walk into your employee entrance over here. So I'll be waiting for you. Unbelievable. You believe that, guys? Seriously. And again, now I've had at least 12 officers pass by me, and not one of them say anything. But this lady over here that's in this car right here talking to this officer, she has a problem. She has a serious education problem when it comes to our constitutional rights and what oaths she's supposed to follow. And I can't give you a good view, guys. I'm sorry, because of the lights. But it's that lady. She's sitting right in that car right there where that officer just talked to her. You see how the officer, he just waved at me. See that, guys? He gave me a big wave. So they know now that she just became famous. I have no problem with that guy or this gentleman that was in her car. But this lady over here, she shouldn't be saying anything like that. More of a, hey, how are you doing, sir? And then maybe say, hey, can I ask what you're doing, and be polite about it. Just don't come up barking orders at me. She came up straight barking orders at me. What the hell, man? So now I hope, Fort Myers, I hope the chief or your captain or whoever is watching this video, because that's the problem with officers getting a bad name right there. You don't talk to somebody that way. Female officer barked an order at me, asked me why I was recording. She said, oh, I'll appreciate it if you don't do that. And then would not give me her name and badge number. It just spun off really fast and went behind her little fence here and hid behind her fence. And it looks like another officer had already told her what was up. And if you can see, it's this one right here. This guy was in the car with her. This lady right here is the one that had to open her mouth. And I'm hoping that that was her supervisor and he gave her some education. See, now I can see everything in that lot. Please say something to me again. It better be a damn sorry. That'd be the better. Next words that come out of your mouth ought to be sorry. Sorry, sir, I did not mean to violate your rights. So now you're just going to be famous on YouTube tonight, lady. Once again, it's this officer on the left, no problem. It's the one here on the right. It's a female, a black female officer. I would give you her name, but she refused and she spun off, which is all live video, talking that crap. You can just kick rocks. Seriously. That's your job. You should be just kicking rocks in that parking lot, nothing else. Unbelievable. I guess there's an opening over there where they could go out over there because they decided not to go this way. I don't know what she's looking for. So guys, to catch everybody up, everything was going great here up until about 3 minutes ago, where a female officer decided to pull up on me and ask me what I was doing, and she would appreciate it if I don't do that, I can't do that. So she barked this order at me to stop, and I asked her what her name and badge number was as she was spinning off to get in her parking lot and hide behind her fucking fence. I'm sorry guys for the language, but I'm pissed. This is one side I would hope y'all would never see of me or hear me talking like this on here, but until you experience it firsthand when you get your rights violated by an oath keeper, you don't really know the feeling. And this is why when people get pulled over, they're shaking in their damn car, even for a speed ticket or a light out, because they're shaking because they got somebody with all this damn authority and ego problems doing shit like this. This is where it starts, Fort Myers Police Station. If this chief is watching or her boss is watching, you need to sit this lady in and give her some education, because Mr. Clean, I'm sorry I'm calling that officer Mr. Clean, but the bald guy, he didn't contact me at all, so I didn't ask for his name. But basically, I was leaning over her car giving her an education. I hope he did, because he waved at me. He got in his car and waved and didn't say nothing. So I'm hoping she got that education, because if she didn't, we'll know here in a second when I watch her go into her damn door and clock out. She does have another officer with her, a male officer. Don't know his name, don't care. He has not said anything to me. But they're just basically out here checking out a car or whatever, or maybe they're trying to avoid me. So y'all just got me recording out here much longer. And I will get her name and her badge number. I will get it. And it will go on their form. I will be turning in that form, and I will video me turning in that form, so it can't get destroyed in between. You're going to see the person I hand it to, and you're going to see it filled out. The only thing that would fix this, guys, and honestly I don't think it would, is I want an apology. I have yet seen an officer, and I know you're all laughing right now because you know that's not going to happen, but I've yet seen an officer violate somebody's rights and come back around and say they're sorry. I didn't know that law, or admit that they're uneducated in that area of the Constitution and their First Amendment. Because it makes you wonder, if she doesn't know the First Amendment, he or she doesn't know that, then how they don't even give a shit about the other amendments. I'm still recording you. I'm gonna do it all night. Hopefully this dude don't get cocky and mess up. So a female officer right at the front there. Just walking around and acting like she's pointing at cars. But as you can see, guys, all this area right up through here is public area. All this area up through here, that's the bus station. That's all we own that also. We own this sidewalk we're walking on through here, and we own all this parking lot over here. Actually, we own behind this fence, but they got it locked up where we can't go in there. And I'm hoping that when I get a tour, I'll be allowed to go up in there. But I've had multiple officers out here never say nothing to me. You know, just super nice. Haven't had any issues with any of them. And then, one's got to screw it up for the whole force. And those are the kind of people that does not need to be on the force. I'm dead serious. Why keep somebody around like that that's a risk? You know what I mean? Just a total risk. I'm going to go over here on the other side of the road here, the public road and public sidewalk, and light me a cigarette and sit here and film. And I really appreciate SWFL Oath Accountability, Southwest Florida Oath Account. Thank you for coming out here and joining the fight with me, brother, because nobody else has done this out here. And I believe, I can't remember the other guy's name, but I think there's a few more that we're actually going to be hopefully going out as a group. Strength in numbers is what he said, and that's what I'm all about. But you see, I don't give a shit about illegally parked cars. I don't care nothing about any of that stuff, though. You don't have to do nothing and you get this kind of shit. All you got to do is have a camera in your hand, and that's the kind of response you get. The trouble will come to you. The troublemakers will expose themselves to you. So I'm guessing that since he hasn't said anything, that's what you call the walk of shame. Because her other officer or